Welcome to our exploration of one of the most enigmatic figures in the world of business and luxury, Bernard Arnault. In this short video, we will discuss the life and achievements of this French billionaire titan, uncovering answers to some of the most pressing questions about him. Who exactly is Bernard Arnault? What does his staggering net worth amount to? How did he ascend to the prestigious rank of the world's #1 richest man? And perhaps most intriguingly, how does he maintain his unparalleled luxury lifestyle? Join us on a journey through the realms of opulence and success as we unravel the story of Bernard Arnault. Bernard Arnault is a French billionaire entrepreneur who has a net worth of $234.2 billion. Bernard Arnault earned his fortune as the chairman and chief executive of the world's largest luxury goods company, LVMH. For most of his adult life, Bernard's net worth has made him one of the richest people in the world, within the ranks of people like Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, and Bill Gates. On December 13, 2022, Bernard Arnault overtook Elon Musk to become the richest person on the planet. In April 2023, with LVMH's stock soaring, Bernard Arnault's net worth topped $200 billion for the first time. At that point, Bernard became only the third person in history to have a net worth north of $200 billion without having to adjust for inflation. Bernard Arnault earned his fortune as the CEO of LVMH. In the 1980s, Arnault bought Christian Dior out of bankruptcy. He then used the profits and increased valuation of Dior to put together a conglomerate of luxury brands, notably Louis Vuitton, Moet, Hennessy, hence LVMH, Marc Jacobs, Givenchy, TAG Heuer, Bulgari, and Tiffany Co. Today, LVMH is home to around 60 brands and generates $70 billion in revenue per year. As of this writing, LVMH's market cap is $384 billion. Bernard and the extended Arnault family continue to own 97% of Dior directly, and Dior owns 41% of LVMH. The family also separately owns an additional 7% of LVMH directly. They have more than 50% of the total voting rights. Outside of LVMH, Bernard personally owns 2 wineries in France, Princess Yachts, 5% of Carrefour, the largest supermarket chain in France, and a multi-billion-dollar art collection which includes pieces by Picasso and Warhol. In June of 2019, Bernard Arnault's net worth topped $100 billion for the first time. At that point, he was the third richest person on the planet. In July 2019, his net worth topped $108 billion, which placed him as the second richest person on the planet, roughly $400 million ahead of Bill Gates. He became the richest person on the planet in December 2022 when his $171 billion net worth surpassed Elon Musk's $168 billion net worth. Bernard Jean-Étienne Arnault was born on March 5, 1949 in Roubaix, France. His father, Jean-Léon Arnault, was a manufacturer and a graduate of École Centrale Paris. His mother, Marie-Josée Sévenol, was the daughter of Étienne Sévenol, who owned the civil engineering company Ferret Sévenol. In 1950, Sévenol passed on the management of Ferret Sévenol to his son-in-law Jean-Léon Arnault, Bernard's father, and later gave him ownership of the company as well. Bernard graduated from France's top engineering school, the École Polytechnique, in 1971. Following his graduation in 1971, Arnault began working at his father's company, Ferret Sévenol, which was previously owned by his maternal grandfather. He became the company's president in 1978 and continued in that position until 1984. While with Ferret Sévenol, he helped steer the company away from construction and increasingly focused on real estate, which would turn out to be a successful business move. In 1984, Bernard acquired the luxury goods company Financier Agachi with the help of Antoine Bernheim. He became CEO of Financier Agache and then also took over the textile company Boussac St. Frères out of bankruptcy. Boussac owned many brands and stores, including the luxury brand Christian Dior and the department store Le Bon Marché. Arnault sold all the Boussac assets except Dior and Le Bon Marché. To this day, Bernard and his family own 97% of Dior directly. Using the increased value and profits of Dior, Bernard went on a luxury brand shopping spree. In 1987, Bernard formed LVMH, an umbrella company to own the merged luxury fashion houses Louis Vuitton and Moet Hennessy. In July 1988, he contributed $1.5 billion and formed a holding company with Guinness to capture 24% of LVMH shares. Rumors began circulating that the Louis Vuitton group was going to try to buy up LVMH stock to form a blocking minority, so to preemptively counter them, Arnault spent another $600 million on 13.5% of LVMH shares. This move made him the largest LVMH shareholder He wasn't done though, and in January 1989, he spent even more money, this time $500 million, to buy more shares. By then, he controlled a total of 43.5% of LVMH shares, as well as 35% of its voting rights. Using his control, he blocked the dismantlement of the LVMH group and has since led the conglomerate through a transformation that has positioned it as one of the largest leading luxury groups around the world. Under Arnault, LVMH underwent massive growth. In 11 years, not only did sales and profit rise by a factor of 5, the company's market value also multiplied by 15. Although the conglomerate owns a large number of brands, 75 total, as of June 2020, Arnault has continued to promote an approach that decentralizes the brands, which helps them to be viewed as independent brands and firms with their own histories and stories. Besides LVMH, Arnault has his fingers in a lot of other pies. Between 1998 and 2001, through his holding company Europatweb, he invested in several web companies, including Boo.com, LibertySerg, and Zebank. Through his investment firm group Arnault, he invested in Netflix in 1999. It was announced in 2007 that Arnault, along with the California property firm Colony Capital, owns 10.69% of Carrefour. Carrefour is France's largest supermarket retailer and the second largest food distributor in the world. Additionally, he has involved himself in the yacht business. In 2008, he spent €3 million to buy Princess Yachts. Then he gained control of Royal Van Lent for nearly the same amount of money. Arnault isn't just all business, though. He is known for his keen interest in art collecting, for instance. Through LVMH, Arnault has sponsored artistic exhibitions in France featuring such globally renowned artists as abstract painter Pablo Picasso and pop art pioneer Andy Warhol. Arnault has been married twice. In 1973, he married Anne de Waveren, with whom he had 2 children, Delphine and Antoine, before separating in 1990. In 1991, he married Helene Mercier, a Canadian concert pianist, and they have 3 sons together, Alexandre, Frederick, and Jean. In total, Arnault has 5 children: Frederick Arnault, the former CEO of Tag Heuer Jean Arnault, an internet personality, Antoine Arnault, a French businessman, Delphine Arnault, the CEO of Christian Dior, and Alexandre Arnault, the president of Rimowa. Bernard Arnault is a true collector of automobiles, owning an impressive collection of luxury cars. His collection includes: the Rolls-Royce Dawn is priced at $356,000. The 2009 Mercedes SLR McLaren Sterling Moss is priced at $860,000. The McLaren P1 is priced at $1,350,000. The Ferrari F40 has a price tag of $1,500,000. The Ferrari Monza SP1 is valued at $1,750,000. The Koenigsegg Regera is on the market for $1,900,000. A 2008 Lamborghini Reventon costs $2,200,000. The 1992 Bugatti EB1110 is priced at $3 million. The Lykan Hypersport has a selling price of $3,400,000. The Ferrari Sergio by Pininfarina is listed at $3,500,000. Arnault's house, reportedly worth $200 million, is a sprawling mansion spanning 12 acres. It includes a private lake, tennis court, and underground parking space.